California Governor Gavin Newsom, long a darling of the progressive elite, has donned a new mask. On June 30th, he signed Assembly Bill 130/Senate Bill 131, claiming the move would, quote, build more housing faster and create strong, affordable pathways for every Californian. Today's bill is a game changer, which will be felt for generations to come, end quote. Well, typically that kind of rhetoric from Newsom would signal government subsidies and boondoggles. But this isn't the case this time. This time, the bills eliminate provisions of the California Environmental Quality Act, the CEQA, a 1970 law that has ballooned into a bureaucratic behemoth, strangling home building and inflating costs. Newsom's move, as detailed by Steven Greenhut for Reason, appears to be a calculated pivot, a bid to shed his radical leftist image as he eyes a 2028 presidential run. But of course, don't be fooled. This reform, while substantial, is a drop in the bucket for a state drowning in a housing crisis and hemorrhaging residents, largely due to the very policies Newsom has championed. Signed by Ronald Reagan in 1970, CEQA was meant to ensure what agents of the government called environmental accountability. Of course, it actually was a weapon for special interests, labor unions, competitors, and litigious neighbors who wield its mandates to delay or kill projects, and for the explosion of not-in-my-backyard NIMBY blockades by neighbors. The law's labyrinthine requirements, often demanding 1,000-page environmental impact reports, well, they've driven up costs and they've choked the housing supply. According to a 2025 report from the California Association of Realtors, median home prices hit $874,290 in the third quarter of 2024, up 5.2% year over year, while housing affordability plummeted to 15%. For first-time buyers. Writes Greenhut, quote, just in time for the July 1st budget signing deadline, the legislature overwhelmingly passed the measure, which ended up as 2 bills. They exempt 9 types of projects from environmental reviews, including child care centers, health clinics, food banks, farm worker housing, broadband, wildfire prevention, water infrastructure, public parks or trails, and, notably, advanced manufacturing, per a Cal Matters report. One of the bills also restricts legal challenges under CEQA by narrowing which documents the courts can consider. End quote. Well, Greenhut also notes that Newsom engaged in some fairly powerful arm twisting to secure passage of this combo bill by tying this all to a $321 billion state budget, a rare and aggressive move. Yet this reform is less a libertarian triumph and more of a political maneuver. Newsom, facing a legacy tarnished by California's spiraling cost of living, homelessness, and crime, could be desperate to appear pragmatic. His earlier stances, defiant lawsuits against Trump, grandstanding on ICE raids, catered to the progressive base, but did little to address the state's rot. Now, with 18 months left in office, he might be pivoting to the center, hoping to burnish his national profile. The hypocrisy is stark. Newsom's 2018 pledge to build 3.5 million homes by 2025 was a collectivist tax-burning pipe dream. Fewer than 500,000 units were completed from 2019 to 2023 per state data. And this new goal of 2.5 million feels equally hollow without dismantling the regulatory state he has long propped up. And of course, Californians are fleeing. A 2025 Public Policy Institute of California study shows that the state experienced significant net domestic outmigration, movement to other U.S. states in recent years. Between July 2020 and July 2023, the state lost 412,000 people due to domestic migration, with the majority of this loss attributed to U.S. citizens moving to other states. A U-Haul Growth Index of 2024 ranked California 50th for one-way moves, with Texas and Florida soaking up the exodus. It's a policy catastrophe rooted in the same collectivist ethos Newsom now feigns to reject. Even Newsom can't deny that the cost of CEQA has been staggering. A 2021 University of California, Berkeley study estimated compliance costs at $1.5 billion annually, with delays adding years and millions to projects. Newsom's reforms nibble at the edges, exempting select projects but leaving CEQA's framework for others to exploit. Newsom's gambit may win headlines, but it's a Band-Aid on a broken system. California's housing crisis and the burdens Newsom and the Assembly have placed on business owners and consumers demand a free market revolution, slashing regulations, taxes, and union strangleholds, not political posturing. Until Newsom embraces real reform, this so-called reform is just another camera-ready stunt, leaving Californians to foot the bill or flee the state.